love, heartbreak, the dating market. What's going on, everyone? This is Brian Prakash, aka RP, and in this video, I'm going to go over why heartbreak is the best teacher and how heartbreak has shaped me into a better person. Starting off, I think heartbreak has taught me to value self-respect more than anything else, because I remember when I was dating, I used to be that guy that would center everything and make everything about his girl. And although that may seem like not a bad thing, it really shifts the attention from yourself onto another person, whereas it should be more of a balance. And you should also view your partner as an addition to your life, not as the core, not as the end all be all. You are your own person. And at the end of the day, you need to prioritize your well-being, your safety. Pretty much everything else comes first before your partner, in a sense. And I know that sounds weird to say, or you're like, oh, that's being selfish, or how could you say such a thing? And it's not to say that you don't care about your partner, but you need to have a strong foundation first for yourself before you can see that in a future potential partner. You have to recenter your being, your core on yourself before giving that to another person. And that's the mistake I made being in a relationship. And that's not to say it wasn't a good experience. I definitely learned my lessons, but now I know better. Now I've learned from the experience. Now I know what not to do. Now I know what to do. So that's the first part. I also realized I needed to build myself and create my own world before I seek validation from my partner. I didn't do such a good job of becoming stable on my own, whereas I would always seek for external validation and always depend on my partner for something in return all the time. Whether that's emotionally, physically, I was always seeking that validation, and that's the mistake that I made while I was dating. So, yes, heartbreak is very painful. I absolutely agree with that. But if it weren't for heartbreak, I wouldn't have learned the lessons that I am sharing with you today. It also taught me to stop identifying myself as me being conjoined with another person. I am my own person, and my partner is their own person. That's where the pain in being alone during that painful season of heartbreak allowed me to develop a sense of self-identity and focus on what I truly wanted out of life and how my future life would be like, how I was going to design my future life with or without a partner. Because I'm going to be real with you, a partner doesn't define you. You define yourself. And I didn't understand that at first, but over time, painful experience after painful experience later, the tears that I've shed, the pain that I felt, it all led to me coming to these conclusions. And I don't think I would have been able to do that otherwise. And also another thing, I think the healing process overall definitely requires taking accountability and ownership instead of blaming your partner or your ex for, oh, they're the reason why I'm like this, or, oh, if they hadn't done this, I wouldn't be like this. That's inevitably pulling you back from continuing on your healing process. And the moment you take accountability and you start taking ownership of where you could have went wrong or what you did wrong, that's where everything changes. That's where it's the click in that moment where you realize, oh shit, I think I'm the one that messed up. And that starts allowing you to reflect internally. And the second you start doing that, you start seeing change. You start seeing your realities get altered. It's crazy. Like, you might think I'm talking about some crazy science, like pseudoscience type thing. No, this is for real. Like, the moment you change your mindset and your mentality on that, everything changes. And you're going to be so glad you did, because I remember I was when I felt that way as well. Yeah. And honestly, I don't have hate in my heart, at least not anymore. I will admit, when I first got broken up with, I had this sort of weird negative energy inside of me, and it felt so rigid, and I felt like this tightness inside of me that didn't allow me to sort of accept that fact of, hey, things just didn't work out. It's not necessarily any particular person's fault. This is what it's come to, and we just need to grow and learn from it. And although it took me a while to understand that, I finally have processed that thought process, or that I've finally sort of processed those thoughts. Now I'm in a much better place than I was before. So if you're going through heartbreak right now, or if you know someone that is, or if you're going through a difficult season in your love life, don't worry. You're not alone. And I'm going to spoiler alert right here. It will get better. Trust me, it will get better. I thought it was the end of everything for me. But trust me, when I say this, it will get better. But yeah, I'm also a firm believer in the fact that everything happens for a reason. If something works out, it's for a reason. If something doesn't work out, it's also for a reason. And it's not necessarily anyone's fault. You just wish them good luck. You wish them a happy journey in their life. And yeah, you just move on with life. You don't keep that shit inside. You don't let that get to you. And yeah, everything's gonna be all right. And if you've watched the video up until this point, I love you guys so much, and I hope you got something out of this video. If you like content like this, please be sure to subscribe, like the video. I would greatly appreciate it. And yeah, guys, hang in there. Everything's gonna be all right. I'll catch you in the next one. Peace.
Baby, my from before you look so divine.